Yo, 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 yo. Salute, salute. It's your boy Jay Jordan back again for another watch along, another WNBA watch along. And we're back in the WNBA Finals. It's the first finals watch along for the season for me. Salute to everyone who's been supporting all season. We're winding down the days to the end of the 2024 season. So I appreciate all the support. UTV salute. Tudo with the this is a must win for New York, definitely is, and we'll touch base on that in a moment. Well, this is game 2 of the WNBA Finals between the New York Liberty and the Minnesota Lynx. As you can see, I'm not at the game. I'm actually doing the watch along. Sold my tickets to the game. Mom's busy, so I figured I might as well stream and sell those tickets off. So, I don't even really want to talk about this, but last game, I was in the building for that last game, as y'all know. I was there. The first quarter, that was probably the loudest I've ever heard Barclays Center. I was getting chills, like it was so loud. The Liberty started off well, and then from that point on, there were some spurts of greatness, but it all went downhill in that fourth quarter. 5 minutes to go. Liberty started trying to just run down the clock instead of executing offense. Had a bad couple of possessions in a row. Minnesota did what they're supposed to do and chipped into the lead, and everything just came to a crashing halt when Courtney Williams got fouled on that 3-point shot by Sab, and they go up 1. We luckily get fouled a couple possessions later with a half a second left. Stewie makes 1 out of 2 free throws. We go to overtime, and then in overtime, we try to keep it close. We did, and then we just couldn't get the stops when we needed them. So Minnesota ended up winning that game 95-93. Looking at the chat, what's up, Liz? Salute. Camille, what's up? What's up? JPX was at the last game. Yes. James says, what's up, Jay? Like I thought New York choked just like, what's up with these New York teams? I don't know, my friend. In your opinion, what changed in the Lynx energy? How did they do that? Coach Reeve is a good coach. I guess she spoke to them, but the Liberty also contributed to that. The Liberty started to slow down the pace. They were looking at the clock, just trying to milk the clock down until the game was over. And when you give Minnesota enough time to just sit in their defense and just guard one-on-one, and then we kept just trying to run the same play over and over, go to Stewie, trying to go at Nafisa, and that didn't work. And Sabrina tried. That didn't work. A lot of one-on-one action. No penetration into the paint. And then on the other end, Minnesota was able to get whatever they want. Nafisa hit some big shots. Courtney Williams hit some big shots as well. So it was a combination of both Minnesota upping their defensive intensity and the Liberty really just settling for last-second shots in their possessions. So I was watching a little bit of their press conferences and stuff that they've been talking about over the couple of days, and they seem to say that we beat ourselves and we can do better in this game. So we'll see what happens. Hey, cuz, what's going on? James said, since I thought New York they choke just like they're kind of. Oh, I see. I know what you're saying. Jack City said, a Liberty fan just entered the chat. Salute, Jack City. Salute, salute. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you tuning in. Salute for the super chat. Let me put that up. Need a great play till I get home. Just got off work. Yeah, I had work super early this morning. Got home maybe an hour ago. So that's another reason why I sold my tickets, because I knew I would be pretty tired trying to go to the game, really. Tudo says, I think we need to feed JJ more this game. Definitely need to feed her more, but we just can't get into the way of trying to force her the ball. Because I remember in one of the games we played Minnesota this year, we kept trying to force her the ball, and it was turnover after turnover. So we just need to scheme up. Sandy needs to scheme up some options to get JJ the ball in a good position where she can go to work. To be honest, I've avoided all social media, Reddit, all that stuff pertaining to this game. I got home from the game. I was in a bad way. So I've tried to avoid anything and just wait for Sunday to see if this team could avenge that loss. Let's touch on the starting lineups though. For the Minnesota Lynx, the 2 seed in the WNBA season, they're starting Courtney Williams, Kayla McBride, Bridget Carlton, Nafisa Collier, Alana Smith. Their bench, Dorka Juhas, Natisha Heidemann, Alyssa Pali, Diamond Miller, Maisha Hines-Allen, Olivia Pupa, and Cecilia Zandalicini. For the New York Liberty, same lineup, Sabrina Ionescu, Leonie Fibich, Benijah Laney Hamilton, Brianna Stewart, and Jonquel Jones. Their bench, Kayla Thornton, Yara Sabali, Courtney Vandersloot, Kennedy Berg, Jalen Sherrod, Marquisha Davis, and Ivana Dojkic. James, salute for the super chat, my friend. $5 super chat. He says, sorry about the missed confusion trying to use Google Voice. Yeah, I remember you were telling me you use Google Voice to write the messages, but I appreciate the super chat. All right, so the Lynx, they're playing with house money now. Even if they lose today, they can go to Minnesota, and if they win their 2 games at home, they will be the WNBA champions. The Liberty now fighting back from a deficit. They cannot lose this game. If they lose this game going down 0-2, going to Minnesota, the series is pretty much over in my opinion. So Liberty need a win. I got the hat on. Man, this is the first time I've worn this jacket. You usually see the jacket on the back of the chair. I'm putting it on. It's a little cold. So I'll put the jacket on. I got the t-shirt on. I'm Liberty'd out today. I got Ellie sitting here. Got Ellie here. Hopefully she can give us some good luck. So we'll see what happens. I have the broadcast muted. This game is on ABC. ABC starts, according to the countdown here, starts in about 9 minutes and 15 seconds. 9 minutes and 50 seconds. RC, what's good, bro? Salute. A little better mood than I was on Thursday after that game. I was driving home. I was in a bad way. I can't even lie. I was listening to the press conferences. It was like the energy, like leaving Barclays, the energy was just like shock. And it was just like, I can't believe that just happened sort of deal. But hopefully the energy is much better today. I'm a little upset I sold the tickets because Jadakiss is performing at halftime. If you know, you know Jada from New York. One of my favorite artists. So I'm upset I'm missing that, but it is what it is. I'm here to stream, here to share the commentary with the community. I appreciate you guys all tuning in. Maddox, salute. He says, do the Liberty have a chance to win the series? If they win today's game, yes. If they lose today's game, I believe not. So this game is pretty much a must-win game. Hopefully they learned from last game and continue to run through the tape. Don't try to just jog to the finish line, because a team like Minnesota, they're gonna keep being steady. They have big shot makers, and if you give them a chance, as we saw on Thursday, they'll run right through the door if you leave that door open. That friends and Phillips said, how you not at the game? I sold my tickets, bro. I sold my tickets. Moms wasn't gonna be able to make it, and I had work at 5:30 this morning, so I am a little tired. And by the time I got home and then drove down to Brooklyn, found parking, it was gonna be too much. So I was like, might as well stream. And if I go back, I'll be going back for game 5. So that's the thought process right now. If we go to a game 5, I'll be there. CC fan said, I'm cheering for the Liberty too. Salute, appreciate that. Hopefully they can get the win. Man. All right. Bernie says, good luck, Liberty. Tickets to Barclays is expensive today. Lowest ticket over $200. I wish I had a lucky charm so we win. Yeah, when I went to go look at the resale tickets when I was going to sell mine, that's the pricing that I was seeing. So it's a hot ticket. A lot of celebrities, WNBA players. Actually, Lindsay Whalen, if you guys are familiar with the W, Lindsay Whalen, Minnesota Lynx legend. She was literally in the row next to me, probably the only Minnesota fan on that side of the court, and she was cheering all night. Even when they were down, she was calm, steady, drinking a beer like a regular fan, and they ended up pulling off the win in overtime. Pollyanna says, go Liberty from Brazil. Salute. Go Liberty. If you are a Lynx fan, I will try to be as unbiased as possible, but as you can see, I'm Liberty'd out. I'm Liberty'd out. But I will try to be as unbiased as possible. No guarantees. No guarantees. Salute to everybody here. Make sure you subscribe. Like the stream as well. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. We're in for a good game of basketball. If it's anything like last game for the neutral fan, that was probably an exciting game for a fan of either team at different moments of the game. It was probably very nerve-wracking. I think they said it was one of the most one of the highest rated WNBA Finals games in a number of years. They shown like footage of the game, of the closing moments of the game. And it's heartbreaking. It's bringing me back to that moment. But positivity, looking forward. I'm looking forward. Oh man, what's up, Miracle? Salute. It's gonna be great. Whoever wins the trophy, these two teams. Yeah, I hope it's the Liberty though. To be honest, man, we can't go 0-6 in the finals. We're already 0-5. Can't go 0-6. JP says after what you went through Thursday, you get to be a fan today. Yeah. It's easier to take the loss from home than it is to be in the arena and then have to make your way home from a game like that. UTV said, "Let's go Lynx." May the best team win, and I hope it's the Liberty. One of the keys to the game, I think, is you can't let both Courtney Williams and Kayla McBride go off, as well as Nafisa. If you have three of their players scoring over 20 points, you're probably going to lose, especially the way Sabrina and Brianna shot in that game. They were both pretty low percentage. The only person with a high-ish percentage was Jonquel and Leonie Fibich. They're showing the stats now. 6 for 21 for Brianna Stewart, 8 for 26 for Sabrina. I figured a lot in that game, she was rushing a lot of shots. She was trying to like shoot layups over their centers. It was a very interesting shot selection there at some points in the game. So hopefully she could tone it down just a bit, play within the offense, take the open shots when she has them, and not try to rush anything there. Yeah, Tudo. The only good thing about Thursday was the Yankees won their series and made it to the ALCS. Yeah, I was trying to check the score while the game was going on. The service in Barclays kept kicking me off the Wi-Fi. Service was bad. So I was in the Discord talking to Tudo. Salute to Tudo, always being in the Discord. And he was keeping me abreast of the Yankee game. And we were discussing this Liberty game as well. All right, I just had to take a deep breath. Make sure you have your drinks, your snacks. For the person who said they were on their way home, get home safely. And we'll see how this game plays out. Hoping for a Liberty win. I'm not even looking at any of the betting lines or anything like that. The stakes are too high. I would be so upset if I happen to bet one way and again I can't bet against my team and I don't feel super confident at the moment to bet on my team. So we'll leave it at that. Liz says, really enjoyed your play-by-play and appreciate the watch along. Salute, Liz. Appreciate you always tuning in. Always tuning in. Liz said, no Mets love here. Sorry. Nah, I mean, salute to the Mets. New York, cool, but Yankees born and raised on this side. On this side. All right, they're doing the starting lineups now, introducing the players. I bet the energy in there is high. I have the volume off. I'm not going to turn the volume on the broadcast until the game's about to tip off. I don't want to hear anything nobody got to say. I just want to see the game and see the outcome. And hopefully it's a Liberty win. Con Landing says the Liberty are 1-9 all-time in games 1 and 2 in their WNBA Finals appearances. The only win in either game was the famous teaspoon buzzer beater in '99. Yeah, so history is against the Liberty right now. But so hopefully, just like how Minnesota was the first team to come back from 15 down with 5 minutes to go, Hopefully the Liberty can break this streak a lot. Blocks TV on the Twitch. Am I going to show the game? No, I am not. That's my channel will get taken down, so I will not be showing the game. This is a play-by-play. So I will not be showing the actual footage of the game. All right, so they're doing their last, coaches are giving their last words of instructions to the players. And we should be starting this game shortly. Alrighty. Game is about to start. Appreciate you guys. Andrea Carter, as soon as I turned the volume on, Andrea Carter said she has the Liberty. The good thing about the Liberty, they've only lost back-to-back games one time this season, I believe. So that's on our side. As he said, would you let us hear the broadcasters? No, I can't do that either. They're very strict when it comes to audio and or video. I remember one time I did the audio only, and I got the alert on YouTube saying you're displaying content that is not yours. And especially with it's the WNBA Finals on ABC, you know they're gonna be extra on top of it. They want all the revenue possible. Hawkeye said, Jay, I got a question. Did it feel like Sab really took 26 shots? Because I was shocked. Yeah, in that first quarter, bro, it felt like she was chucking everything. Even like she came around the basket, shot it, got blocked by Alana Smith, got blocked by Nafisa. That first quarter, I felt like she took at least 10, 12 shots. All right, the players are giving each other high fives. The Liberty players are walking to the center circle here to get this game on the road. This game is on ABC. If you're in the US of A, you should be able to get ABC wherever you are in the country. If you have an antenna or whatever provider, cable provider, service provider you have. All right, man, I am nervous. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I am nervous. No, they didn't start yet, Shake Boss. They're about to right now. They're about to tip off at this moment. They're all giving each other high fives and stuff. All right, Lynx Liberty Game 2 2024 WNBA Finals about to get kicked off is Jonquel versus Nafisa on the jump ball. And we're up, and Jonquel and both Nafisa missed the jump ball, but it falls to the Lynx. McBride up top to Williams, over to Nafisa. Nafisa to Bridget Carlton. She had a pretty quiet game. Over to Alana Smith on the three-point line. Don't foul, JJ. Oh, Sabrina with the steal. Sabrina, she thought it was a whistle. Everybody sort of stopped. They kept going, and Sabrina gets the first basket of the game. Liberty up 2-0. And we have a stoppage in play here. Yakini, salute. I don't know exactly what happened. Sabrina thought there was a foul. Everybody thought there was a foul. Bridget Carlton stopped chasing down, and now they stopped play. That was a weird. It's probably so loud in here. Players probably thought they heard a whistle. Minnesota takes the ball in. It's 2-0 New York. Over to McBride. McBride with the ball. McBride down to Alana Smith. Alana Smith dribbles out. Picks up her dribble. Looks for Courtney Williams. Ball. Courtney Williams recovers it. Liberty almost had a strip. Courtney Williams looks to attack. She gets into the middle of the floor, throws the pass out. Stewie gets a deflection and a steal. Stewie drives. Stewie over to Sabrina. Sabrina wide open, pump fakes, step sides, three. Oh, Sabrina knocks down the three. It's 5-2 New York. And all that. I might get a little crazy, y'all. It's 5-0 New York. Good start. Bridget Carlton with the ball. Looking for Courtney Williams. And they call a foul on Leonie Fevich on Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams was trying to fight through. They're showing the replay. Courtney Williams tried to find Nafisa in the corner. Stewie with active hands takes it to the length of the floor. Sabrina gets the pass from Stewie, pump fakes, and hits the three. Courtney Williams with the ball for Minnesota. Crossover. Courtney Williams baseline jump shot is up and too strong. Gets her own rebound. Over to Kayla McBride. And she's too strong. Rebound to Sabrina. Liberty have to get out to their shooters on offensive rebounds. Jonquel spins into the paint, goes up with the left, misses. And Bridget Carlton gets the rebound. Bridget Carlton comes off the screen, finds Alana Smith, and she scores the layup. So the Lynx are on the board with their first basket to Alana Smith. Sabrina over to Stewie. Stewie to Leo. Leo back to Stewie. Stewie tries to rip through on Nafisa. Stewie up top to Jonquel. Left side to Benijah. 9 on the clock. Benijah picks up her dribble, trying to get it to Sabrina. Sabrina with 3 on the clock. Sabrina steps to the side, throws it up. And great defense by the Lynx. Sabrina misses the 3. Courtney Williams with the ball. She brings up court pump fakes. Gets it down to Nafisa. Nafisa dribbles it out of bounds. Turnover, Minnesota. Yeah, Izzy's 6'1" jumping ball is crazy. Yeah, I mean, her wingspan is like 6'8", Nafisa is. So Minnesota with 3 turnovers to start this game. It's 5-2 New York. Sabrina crossover on McBride. Dribbles into the paint. Picks up her dribble. Goes out to Stewie. Stewie wide open for top of the key. Oh, they call a foul here? Oh, they call a foul on Jonquel on the moving screen. So the shot wouldn't have counted even if it went in. I don't know if that was a foul, but y'all tell me if you're watching. Alana Smith with the ball, goes to the basket, throws up the left-hand layup. So Alana Smith has all 4 points here for the Minnesota Lynx. Ball gets tipped out by Bridget Carlton on the outlet. So it's 5-4 Liberty. Hulk, RC says, I feel like y'all gonna win. Stewie, top of the key 3. Leo gets the rebound over to Benijah. Benijah with the ball finds a cutting Stewie. Stewie, left-hand layup is good. That's what she should have done on the game-tying shot in double overtime. She tried to go with the right hand. Kayla McBride comes off the screen, misses the 3, and Sab saves it before it goes out of bounds. It's 7-4 New York. Stewie with the ball right side, comes into the middle of the floor, over to Sabrina. No hesitation for 3. Sabrina knocks down the 3, and it's 10-4 New York. So Sabrina's already hit 2 threes in this first quarter. She has 8 of the 10 points. Courtney Williams goes behind the screen. She pulls the 3. It rolls around and goes in. New York can't go under on that screen on her. She's shown she can hit it. Stewie on the attack, shoots over Nafisa and scores from the baseline. So Stewie knocks down the jump shot, and it's 12-7 New York. They're going back and forth here. I wonder how New York is going to continue to play Courtney. Nafisa over to McBride. McBride picks up her dribble over to Bridget. Down to Nafisa. Nafisa guarded by Benijah. Nafisa, that fall-away jump shot is too easy. Nafisa likes that shot. Driving middle of the floor, shooting a fall-away. And New York turns the ball over on the inbound. Jonquel hands it over to Sabrina, and she fumbles it, and it goes out of bounds. So New York has to keep the turnovers down. Ball and play to Minnesota here. McBride to inbound, gets it to Bridget Carlton. Bridget Carlton looking for Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams with the ball. Courtney Williams drives by Stewie, goes under the basket. And it's a steal there by New York. Courtney Williams. Jonquel tries to dribble through traffic, and now it's a jump ball. I don't know why Jonquel started to dribble down the court when she had 2 Minnesota players around her, but the Liberty and Lynx will jump ball here between Nafisa and Jonquel again. So it's 12-9 New York over Minnesota. Oh, they jump ball at center circle here. So Jonquel, hopefully she don't miss the ball this time. She wins it, gets it to Benijah. Sabrina with the ball, dribbles across half court here. Gets it to Jonquel. Jonquel gets it to Leo. Leo tries to drive on Courtney Williams. Gets it over to JJ. JJ with 3 on the clock. JJ drives, goes up, and scores. Takes it right back at Alana Smith and scores the left-hand layup, or the left side layup. Liberty up 14-9. Courtney Williams brings it up the court. Courtney Williams. Alana Smith again on the roll and scores. Alana Smith, her and Courtney Williams have a rapport from their time in Chicago, and she has 6 points already on 3 of 3 shooting. Benijah comes off the screen. Foul line jump shot for B is good. Benijah Laney Hamilton is on the board. She hits the foul line jump shot. It's 16-11 New York. Bridget Carleton with the ball. Comes off the screen. Pump fakes. Gets it to Courtney Williams. Corner to Alana Smith. Can she continue? She misses the three. Benijah Laney Hamilton with the rebound. Liberty get lucky there. Left Alana Smith wide open. Bridget over Sabrina. Sabrina gets into the paint. Throws up the jump shot. And it's good for Sav. Sav with the foul line jump shot. And it's 18-11. They get the ball up to Alana Smith. Ball over to Nafisa. Corner to Bridget Carleton. Carleton for three. They left her open. And she knocks down the three. Liberty tried to double team in the backcourt. In the front court, excuse me. The backcourt was left wide open. Bridget Carleton knocks down a wide open three. Stewie on the drive on Nafisa. Out to Benijah Laney Hamilton for a three on the right wing, and she scores. 21-14. So the baskets are flowing on both ends here. 21-14. Caitlin McBride comes off the screen. Guarded by Jonquel. She picks up her dribble over to Courtney Williams. Back over to McBride. McBride drives by Jonquel, drives into the paint, throws up a scoop layup, and it scores. Minnesota just get into the basket when Jonquel Jones is on the perimeter guarding. They're just blowing right by her. She doesn't have the foot speed to keep up. 21-16. Ball over to Jonquel, down to Leo. Leo out to Sabrina. Sabrina pulls up for three, and she misses. Ball gets tapped out, and Benijah Laney Hamilton with the rebound. Sabrina gets it back. Sabrina, right side to Jonquel. Down to Benijah. Oh, Benijah loses control. It hits off her knee and goes out of bounds. So we have a timeout here. Officials timeout after a offensive-filled first quarter. Liberty up 21-16. Wow, so what a action-packed filled first 5 minutes of action here. Sabrina came out hot. Let me make sure I see what she got. Sabrina is up to 10 points already in this first quarter. You have 2 from Jonquel, 5 from Benijah Laney Hamilton, 4 from Stewie for Minnesota. You have 6 from Alana Smith, 3 from Bridget, 3 from Courtney, 3 from Nafisa. 2 from Nafisa and 2 from McBride. So all of their starters have scored so far. You're right, RC. Right now, defense is optional right now. Defense is optional. Even though some turnovers have been forced, Lynx have 4 turnovers. The Liberty have 3. So they are turning the ball over. Avellino, salute. He says, like New York offense, but don't love our defense. Yeah. They a couple decisions I don't like. They want Jonquel Jones to switch out on the perimeter so they could blow right by her. So they have to make a concerted effort in getting Jonquel Jones back to Alana Smith. All right, so 21-16. So it's a much better start to the game than Minnesota had last time. I think last game they had 19 points in the whole first quarter. Liberty had 32. Liberty on pace for 32 again, but Minnesota doing much better offensively. Defense for when it matters in the fourth. Hopefully the Liberty can outscore them and be up by 30 this time instead of just 15. Maybe we'll win the game. But it's been an action-packed first quarter so far. So don't go anywhere. So it is about 3 minutes, 27 seconds left in this first quarter. That was the first stoppage of play of the quarter. Okay, broadcast is coming back, and then it went black, and then they cut to Stewie. All right. So, by the way, it is Rebecca Lobo and Ryan Rucco on the call. For those who are interested in that. Yakeen said if not over 15 points in the fourth is not safe. Yeah, they need to be up. Shoot, I need 30. And then they could continue, and then they could play how they played last game, because anything less than that, Minnesota will be confident. They're showing the history between Nafisa and Stewie. Of course, they both went to UConn. They both played together, won a national championship together. And then, of course, played in the Olympics this year and won the gold medal. And we're back in play. Courtney Williams with the ball. Let's get it started. It's 3:17. Let's go. Kayla McBride down to Nafisa. Nafisa guarded by Stewie. Looks to attack. Picks up her dribble. Out to Alana Smith. Over to Courtney Williams with 7 on the clock. Courtney Williams over to Nafisa. Nafisa shoots the 3. Misses. Jonquel with the rebound. Substitution was made. Kayla Thornton has checked in for Leonie Fevich. And Benijah Laney Hamilton with another turnover. Come on, you can't afford turnovers against a team like Minnesota, especially unforced errors. Both of these teams are top of the league in assists as a team per game. Courtney Williams gets to her mid-range. Jump shot is up and good. Courtney Williams hits the mid-range jump shot. It's 21-18. Jonquel was on her again on that switch, and she took advantage. Over to Stewie. Stewie, left side to Benijah. Benijah drives by Courtney Williams, gets to the paint. Left-hand layup is good for B. So Courtney Williams was anticipating the screen to the right. Benijah takes it left. RC, yeah, Benijah, remember, she just had knee surgery or minor knee surgery during the Olympics, so she's still, I guess, working her way back. Kayla McBride, top of the key, 3, knocks it down. Man, they really putting Jonquel Jones into actions and having her on these guards. It's a 2-point game, 23-21. Brianna Stewart tries to force the issue and turns the ball over. Courtney Williams, mid-range jump shot, too strong. Oh, double bounces, but the Liberty get the rebound. Stewie with the ball. New York up to 5 turnovers now. Jonquel picks up her dribble, gets it to Stewie. Stewie looks to attack Alana Smith. They get the ball down to Jonquel Jones in the post. She attacks Nafisa. Gets the ball deflected. It goes out of bounds off of Minnesota. That's the thing about Jonquel. When she brings that ball down, it brings the ball right back into the defender's area. So the Liberties get another possession here. Jonquel Jones goes to the bench. 23-21. Sabrina the inbound. Gets it into Stewie. 5 on the clock. Sabrina comes off the screen, shoots the jump shot, and scores. Sabrina feeling herself here in this first quarter. She's up to 12 points. 5 of 7 from the floor, so already shooting better than she did last game. Leonie Fevich has checked into the game. Ball over to Bridget Carlton. She shoots a 3, misses. Fight for the rebound. Leonie Fevich gets the rebound. Over to Sabrina. Sabrina attacks Bridget. Gets into the paint, over to Stewie. Stewie steps into a 3 and rattles it in from the left wing. Brianna Stewart with the 3 is 28-21. Liberty closing this quarter well. It's 28-21. Nafisa attacks Stewie, gets into the paint, picks up her dribble, and she travels. Great late double team by the Liberty. Nafisa got into the paint, didn't shoot it, tried to pivot in the paint. Niara Sabali, who's checked in for Jonquel, doubled, helped with the double, along with Brianna Stewart. So it is New York ball here. 7-point lead. Substitutions being made. Let's see who comes in for either team. So Brianna Stewart with 7 points and 4 assists so far. Ball in play here. So it's Cecilia Zandalasini for the Minnesota Lynx, as well as Maisha Hines-Allen and Natisha Heidemann. Stewie gets to the paint. Over to Kayla Thornton. Wide open for 3, and KT from the left corner knocks down the 3. I feel like I haven't seen Kayla Thornton hit a 3 since like August. Natisha Heidemann into the paint. Out to Bridget Carlton for 3, and she's too strong. Rebound to Leonie Fevich. So 10-point lead here. It's 31-21. About 27 seconds to go here. 15. There's about a 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They call a jump ball. Brianna Stewart insists on swinging the ball right through Nafisa. She has the wingspan to just wrap it right up. So jump ball between Brianna and Nafisa. 21 seconds on the shot clock here, on the game clock here, excuse me. Jump ball is up, and the Liberty win the tip. Courtney Vandersloot has checked in. 10 seconds on the shot clock. She looks to attack. Gets it over to Stewie. Stewie steps into a three. Misses. Fight for the rebound. Xander Lassini gets the rebound. Xander Lassini passes it. Gets it to Hines Allen. Bridget Carlton on the drive. She tries to throw it up. And great defense by Niara Sabally. That's how the quarter ends. So after the first, Liberty up 10, 31-21. So a 10-point lead going into the second quarter. Sabrina and Stewie both playing better. Sabrina with 12 points on 5 of 7 shooting. Stewie playing well. She has 7 points and 5 assists. Yakini says, JJ and Sabrina are liabilities on defense. If I was the Lynx, I would take it to the hole and get them in foul trouble. I mean, Sabrina, they're sort of hiding her on Bridget Carlton. So she's been able to stay out of that. Jonquel, though, has to face Nafisa, has to face Alana Smith, and that could get her in some problems as well. All right, salute to everybody who's here. We're getting ready for the second quarter. If you're new here, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Really helps the channel out. This is game 2 of the WNBA Finals for 2024. We will be back on Wednesday for game 3 when the series shifts to Minnesota. So make sure you guys are subscribed. So you know when I'm about to go live. I usually go live about 10 minutes before the game tips off. So make sure you guys are tuned in. Appreciate the support as always. RC says, Jay, y'all rocked it for 1 quarter down, 3 to go. I mean, same thing happened last game. We had a good first quarter. Let's see how we can adjust in the second. Tudor says, good to see Sab back in her shooting ways, and she's taking smarter shots. Last game, it was like the adrenaline was so high. It was like she touched the ball, it was going up. Maddox says, I hope Liberty won today, Jay. I hope so too. I really hope so too. I might have to take this jacket off. I underestimated how hot I would be getting. So this jacket might have to go back on the chair. Conlandi said, in any best of 5 or 7 game series, the first 2 games are just a feeling out process where both teams are trying to figure out the strengths and weaknesses. Yeah, the thing about 5 game series is you don't have enough leeway, because if you lose 3 games, you're out. At least in a 7 game series, if you lose your first 2 home games, you still have 2 games to try and correct that to make it an even series at 2-2. When it comes to 5 game series, it's tough. Also at halftime, we'll go over some of the news that Commissioner Kathy Engelbert announced prior to game 1 about the future of the league and some of the not rule changes, but I guess the changes to the league in terms of seeding and playoff rules and things of that nature. So we'll touch on that at halftime. Yeah, I gotta take this jacket off, y'all. Sorry. I mean, they're playing well with it on, but I'm getting hot. Whew. All right, I still got the shirt on. Y'all see it. All right, cool. So we're in a commercial right now. If you're just joining, we are in a commercial right now. Liberty out. Winning this game 31-21 so far. Eugene says, could be Sab is feeling good because Oregon beat Ohio State. That is true. I know when I was watching one of the I guess the scrums where they have the reporters around and they asked her about Oregon and Ohio State game, and she said, of course I can't make it, but I guess her husband, who also went to Oregon, was going to be out there representing. Ball and play, Vandersloot over to Brianna Stewart. Stewart in the post against Xander Lassini over to Leo. Leo tries to drive on Nafisa, throws a hook pass over to Kayla Thornton for 3, and Kayla Thornton with the miss. Fight for the rebound. Natisha Heidemann gets the rebound. Heidemann over to Hines Allen, over to Nafisa, who stops, throws up the layup, bounces around, and misses. Rebound to Vandersloot. Liberty need to take advantage here. Vandersloot with the ball, over to Stewie. Stewie drives by Nafisa, goes up with the right, too strong. Fight for the rebound. Stewie gets it, goes back up, and scores. This game is No foul calls being called in this game, people. No foul calls. I don't think any free throws have been shot so far. It's 33-21 New York. Bridget Carlton comes off the screen. Out to Zandalacini. Over to Bridget. Bridget guarded by Leonie Fibich. Bridget gets the screen from Nafisa, and they finally call a foul there. Foul on Brianna Stewart. Unnecessary foul there. Yeah, so that might have been the Liberty have been called for 3 fouls, but no free throws have been shot yet. Heidemann with the ball. Over to Hines Allen. Guarded by Niara Sabali. Looking for Zandalacini. Zandalacini off the screen. Zandalacini. Switch out. Communicate. Bridget Carlton wide open for 3. She knocks down the 3. Bridget Carlton knocks it down. It's 33-24. Niara over to Leo. Leo comes off the screen. Leo almost loses the ball. Gets it to Sloot. Sloot tries to drive on Heidemann. Corner to Niara. Niara drives at Hines Allen. Gets bumped off. Over to Vandersloot. And it's a turnover there. 6 turnover by New York. Ball in play with Minnesota. It's 24-33. Liberty up right now. Both teams shooting 50% or better here in this game. Ball over to Hines Allen on the right wing. Over to Zandalacini. She pump fakes, dribbles, mid-range jump shot. Too strong. Rebound to Niara Sabali. Vandersloot pushing it in transition. Over to Stewie. Ball goes behind her. Over to Leo in the corner. Leonie Fibich slows it down. Gets it up to Niara. Over to Vandersloot. Vandersloot comes off the screen. Vandersloot into the paint. Picks up her dribble. Bad pass by Vandersloot. It's a turnover. And we're getting sloppy again here. That's how they got back into the game. And they call a jump ball here between Vandersloot and Hines Allen. Vandersloot has to make better decisions with the ball. She's our veteran point guard. Has to make better decisions. Iron, what's good, bro? He says, "Lib better not choke this game. I hope not." Kayla Thornton goes to the bench. She hit a 3 for the first time in what feels like forever. So that's a good sign. But Nigel Hamilton and Zandalacini get into it a little bit on this jump ball. It's between Heidemann and Vandersloot, the two shortest players on the floor right now. Ball goes up. Heidemann wins that tip due to her athleticism, of course, over Vandersloot. Heidemann attacks Vandersloot, comes off the screen, going left, looking for the roll. Nafisa, mid-range jump shot, bounces out. Rebound to John Quell, who's checked back in. Stewie on the attack on Carlton, gets into the paint, switches hands, tough shot, Stewie. No need for that. Hines Allen over to Carlton, over to Heidemann. Heidemann in the corner for 3, buries it. So Stewie rushes a 2, and we give up a 3. It's 33-27. Vandersloot to John Quell. John Quell dribbles down, goes up. What are you doing? Oh my God. John Quell throws up a stupid shot. Fight in the backcourt for the ball, and it's a jump ball between Zandalacini and Benigel Hamilton. What is John Quell doing? I'm going to have to put the jacket back on. John Quell just threw up some foolishness. You're 6'6". Just put your arms up and jump. Yeah, now Sab comes back in. Leonie Fibich goes to the bench. I thought she would have came in for Vandersloot. Vandersloot hasn't been playing too well. Jump ball, Zandalacini wins it, but it gets tipped to the Liberty. Stewie shoots the mid-range jump shot. Now John Quell gets the rebound and put back. That's what you need to do. Don't bring the ball down. You're 6'6". So John Quell scores the offensive putback. McBride gets the ball to Heidemann, top of the floor. She tries to drive. Sabrina digs down and gets the steal. Sabrina tries to dribble by everybody, goes up, and they call a foul there on Kayla McBride. So Sabrina will go to the line for the Liberty's first free throws of this game, I believe. Oh, we might have got away with one there. It looked like Kayla McBride got her hand on the ball. Yeah, that's her hand on the ball. Yeah. The ref, the backside ref called it a foul, but listen, I'll take it. Sabrina hits the first free throw, 36-27. Sabrina had 19 points in the last game. She's already up to 13. Going on 14. She hits the free throw. Both free throws. It's back to a 10-point lead. 37-27. That was the first free throws of this game by either team. Nafisa with the ball over to Courtney Williams, who's checked back in. Courtney comes off the screen. Courtney over to Hines Allen. Hines Allen on the drive. Bumps off Jonquel, throws it up. Rush shot. Fight for the rebound. Goes off of Stewie. And Minnesota stays with possession here. Maisha Hines Allen, very aggressive player. Fight for the rebound and went off of Stewie's foot as it fell through both of their hands. Ball inbound to Hines Allen. Jonquel playing tight defense. McBride over to McBride with the ball. Quick release for three. Off. And Leonie Fiebich gets the rebound. Over to Sabrina Ionescu, and they call a late foul on Maisha Hines Allen. So finally, they give Leo a actual call in her favor. She might have sold it a little bit. I think she's learning the American way here. The USA way. I like it. Ball and play with Sabrina. Over to Jonquel. Handoff to Leo. Leo back to Sabrina. Down to Jonquel against Alana Smith. Go to work. She backs down. Bounce pass to Niara. Corner to Benija. Benija now shoots a three. And B knocks down a three from the right wing. 40-27 New York. 5:36 to go here. Oh, I didn't even start my clock back, y'all. We're at the 5.5 mark. I'll change it at the next dead ball. Alana Smith, handoff to McBride. McBride comes off the screen, gets cut off. They try to rescreen. McBride, cross court to Xander Lassini. She was thinking shot before she shot it. Turnover, a timeout on the floor. New York on a 7-0 run in the last minute and 54 seconds. Energy is high there in Barclays. But the game is not over. 43-27. New York is outscoring Minnesota 9-6 so far in this quarter. 9-6. Man, I'm getting dehydrated. Whew. Sweating too. Salute to everybody on the Twitch, on the YouTube. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Just make sure everything is going all right here on both. All right, so we're at a timeout right now. I think that was the actual timeout by Minnesota. I don't think that was a or they say it's a Liberty 60-second timeout. So maybe since the Liberty had one of those timeouts before the 5-minute mark that they had to use, probably just used it. But we're getting good contributions from Sabrina Ionescu, of course. Sabrina's up to 14 points. You got Stewie with 9 points, Jonquel with 4, Benija Laney Hamilton with 10. Benija's hooping. She's one of the few players who can actually drive to the basket, even though she's sort of limited now with the knee injury. She's playing well. She's hit 2 threes so far. They do have to cut down on the turnovers. That's their thing. And also from 3-point range, Sabrina's 2 for 4, Laney Hamilton 2 for 2, Stewie 1 for 3, Kayla Thornton 1 for 2. For the Minnesota Lynx, Nafisa with 2 points, Bridget Carlton with 6, McBride with 5, Courtney Williams with 5, Alana Smith with 6, and you have Natisha Heidemann with 3 off the bench. They are 5 for 11 from 3. The Liberty are 6 for 11 from 3. So pretty even so far. Alrighty, so we're getting ready for this second, the remaining portion of the second quarter to go. Let me fix something right quick. All right, looks like the broadcast is returning now. They're showing the history of the New York Liberty and Sabrina Ionescu. Remember she got drafted in 2020. The season was played in the wubble, the WNBA bubble. Liberty sucked that year. They went 2-20. But every year since then, since she's come back healthy, the Liberty have at least made the playoffs. We haven't gone far until these last 2 seasons. Remember, my first Liberty playoff game I went to was in 2022 when we played Chicago in the first round. We won game 1 in Chicago. And then Chicago ended up winning the next 2. So we are one of the few teams to win that first game on the road in that best of 3 series, because they just reinstituted. Benija gets to the paint, out to Leo. Leo, no hesitation, 3, too strong, fight for the rebound. Niara gets the rebound. Back to Benija. Over to Jonquel. Jonquel tries to drive, passes it out. Benija saves it. 5 on the clock. 4. Benija pulls up for 3, too strong, fight for the rebound. Niara gets the offensive rebound. Niara over to Sabrina. And Sabrina travels. Oh, come on. We're getting the rebounds, but we're not making anything of it. Niara subs out. Stewie subs back in. It's 40-27. Oh, I thought it was... I guess I have the score wrong. It says 40-27. So let me take 3 points off the board. 40-27 here. My bad, y'all. 40-27. 13-point game. Courtney Williams with the ball for Minnesota. She's looking, it comes off a screen. They hedge out on her. Courtney Williams gets to the paint, throws up the jump shot. Too strong. Sabrina gets the defensive rebound. Let's see if the Liberty can close this quarter on the run here. Jonquel with the ball. Over to Benija. Benija over to Stewie. Stewie picks it up, gets it to Leo. Leo drives. Leo back to Stewie. Stewie for the 3. And she scores from the left wing right over Nafisa. 43-27 New York. 10-0 run in the last 3 minutes. Alana Smith might have traveled. They don't call it. Gets it back to Courtney Williams. New York was sort of doing a full court press there. Courtney Williams trying to call out the play. You get it to Nafisa. Nafisa comes off the screen. Nobody picks her up. Mid-range jump shot. She's too strong. Jonquel, what are you doing? Oh, I just was about to accost her, and she gets the steal. Sabrina gets it up to Stewie. Stewie tries to switch hands in midair and misses the layup. Nafisa on the attack. Oh, she traveled. Call the travel. But she bodies over Leo and scores. (43-29). Nafisa with her 4th point of the game. Sabrina gets into the paint. Bounce pass to Benija in the corner for 3. And Benija hits the left corner 3. Benija hooping today on the offensive end. 46-29. Courtney Williams with the ball. Courtney Williams going behind the screen. Benija stay on top of her. Gets it to Bridget Carlton. Curling to the basket. Goes up. Left hand layup is good. Nobody was there on the help defense. And it's 46-31. Refs not really calling anything in this game. Stewie with the drive. Gets cut off by Alana Smith. Gets it. It gets deflect. Oh, they call a foul by Nafisa? That's Nafisa's first foul. And we have a timeout here on the floor. Timeout on the floor. They're really letting them play, y'all. It's very, very physical out there. Lynx call a 60-second timeout with 2 minutes, 48 seconds to go before halftime. Very physical game. So, Benija Laney Hamilton having the game of her playoffs so far on the offensive end. She's already up to 13 points. Let me take a quick check and see how she's been doing. She hasn't. I don't think she scored that much as of late. Game log. That's what I need to see. Yeah. So the last couple games. Let me do the full game log here. So the last couple games, she's only scored in double digits once, and that was the first game of the postseason against Atlanta. She had 10 points. After that, she had 5, 4, 8, 7, 2. 5 last game, and now she has 13 this game. So shout out to Benija Laney Hamilton coming to hoop today, fighting through whatever she's going through. But she knows these chances don't come around too often to make it in the finals and win a championship. So she's giving it all she can. Yakini said, until the Lynx cut the lead, then them whistles going to be blowing. Yeah, I mean, like, in terms of fouls, let me look at this. Let's click on this. Liberty have been called for, let's look at the box score here. Fouls. It's even right now. Both teams have been called for 3 personal fouls each. The Liberty have only taken 2 free throws. The Lynx haven't taken any. Both teams are turning the ball over. Lynx have 9, Liberty have 8. The Liberty do have 14 points off of the 8 turnovers. So the fouling is equal. So nobody's getting a call favorable whistle here. Both teams feel like they're getting done wrong by the refs, which is the typical. In terms of the Lynx, nobody in foul trouble for them. Hines Allen with a foul, McBride with a foul, Nafisa with a foul. For the Liberty, Stewie with a foul, Phoebich with a foul, John Quell with a foul. Excuse me. Tudo says the refs holding their whistle so far. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. All right, so they're waving for the players to come back on the court and saying timeout's over, get back to work. All right, so it is Liberty ball here. It is Liberty ball, I believe. I think. Yeah, it is Liberty ball. Stewie to inbound here. Stewie gets the ball into Leo, who gives it right back to her. 46-31 right now. Stewie on the attack. Has Courtney Williams in her sights. She pump fake, shoots the foul line, jump shot over here, bounces around, fight for the rebound. Nafisa gets the rebound. Nafisa over to Bridget Carlton. Bridget Carlton out at the three-point line, picks up her dribble, gets it to Fee. And it's a kick ball there. Courtney Williams tried to go back door. Nafisa tried to feed her. Stewie with the kick. Minnesota gets another possession. 14 on the shot clock. How are the Libs keeping Collier so quiet? They're playing her tough, and she's being unselfish. But, you know, and she's missed a couple easy shots as well. Alana Smith, and they call a foul on Jonquel Jones. That's 2 on Jonquel. Jonquel with 2 fouls. Being a little bit too aggressive on Alana Smith that far from the basket. Ball gets to Courtney Williams in the corner. Courtney Williams rejects the screen, comes back baseline. Gets it up to McBride. Over to Bridget. Bridget feeds Nafisa. Nafisa gets cut off. Ball goes out of bounds. Good rotation there by the Liberty. Liberty almost had Nafisa with a wide open layup. But Jelani Hamilton rotates over. Nafisa tries to step through and just loses possession. Ball in play with New York. 46-31. Minnesota up to 10 turnovers. Stewie over to Jonquel. Jonquel tries to rip through, attack Alana Smith. One leg fall away jump shot. Tries to go glass. Leo with the offensive rebound. Over to Benija. Benija with the ball. Gets it to, passes the ball over Stewie's head, and the Liberty turn it right back over. This game is a turnover-filled game, y'all. Turnover-filled game. Entry passes. Liberty have to get those entry passes right. McBride, handoff to Courtney Williams, who goes to the basket. Reverse layup is good. Nice handoff play there between between Courtney Williams and Kayla McBride. 46-33. Sabrina on the attack, attacks McBride, goes cross-court to Jonquel. Jonquel, step back, over to Stewie. Back to Sabrina on the left side. She attacks. Sabrina hangs, rushes a shot, fight for the rebound. Courtney Williams gets it, throws it out to McBride. McBride with the ball. McBride. Bounce pass to Stewie. Bounce pass to Alana Smith. Goes up and scores. So the quick 4 points here for Minnesota. Liberty not closing this quarter well. 46-35. Sabrina finds the cutting Stewie. Goes up. Gets fouled on the drive to the basket by Courtney Williams. Should go to the line for 2 free throws. Stewie hits the first free throw. Back to a 12-point game here. 47-35, 53 seconds to go. Let me run my clock down. Second free throw is up and good for Stewie. 48-35, 53 seconds to go. Courtney Williams with the ball, guarded by Benijah Laney Hamilton. Niara Sabally checks in for John Quell so she doesn't pick up another silly foul. Courtney Williams down to Nafisa on the right elbow. Nafisa tries to drive, step back jump shot, rolls around and scores. It's tough to guard that shot by Nafisa. She drives into your chest and then steps back. That long reach, shoots right over your head. She's up to 6 points. Sabrina calls for the screen here. 10 on the shot clock. Sabrina, gets it to Benijah. Benijah tries to drive, goes between the legs. Benijah, 5 on the clock, down to Niara. Niara goes up and they call a foul there by Bridget Carlton. So Niara Sabally will go to the line for free throws now. Yeah, it's a foul. That's definitely a foul. You can't let that one go. So Niara Sabally, first free throw is up and good for Niara. 49-37, 14 seconds to go here in the quarter. Second free throw is up and off for Sabally. Alana Smith with the rebound. 12 seconds to go. Liberty need to get back in transition here. Nafisa with the ball. Nafisa drives. Stops. Tries to step through. Guarded tightly by Kayla Thornton. They call a foul on the shot by Kayla Thornton. So Nafisa will go to the line for free throws. Yeah, she grazes her forearm. So Nafisa will go to the line for free throws. Why you say the refs suck, UTV? What call you felt went against you? Nafisa knocks down the first free throw. Second free throw was up for Nafisa, and she buries it. So it's back to a 10-point lead. Niara inbounds it, gets it to Stewie. Stewie throws it up. She had a pass to Leonie Fibich if only she was looking. And that's how the quarter ends. It looks like Alana Smith landed and turned her ankle a bit. But at halftime, New York is up 49-39 over the Minnesota Lynx. Liberty couldn't close the quarter. They were up 17 at one point. So Stewie got tripped by Carlton on that shot. Then she fell into Alana Smith. So that is it at the halftime. Chemo says Lynx keep struggling to get their offense going. That's good for them. That's good for my team. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, y'all. You know, at halftime, we'll go over the box score, the team stats, and then we'll take a look at some of the news that was released in the WNBA in regards to some of the changes for next season. All right, so let's take a look at the box score here. New York up 49-39. New York outscored Minnesota 31-21 in this first quarter. They tied 18 apiece here in the second quarter. Minnesota, Bridget Carlton, 8 points in 18 minutes. Alana Smith had the first 6 points for Minnesota. She's up to 8 points. Nafisa Collier with 8, Kayla McBride with 5, Courtney Williams with 7 points and 5 assists. Hines Allen with none, Xander Lassini with none, Heidemann with 3 off the bench. For New York, you have Benijah Laney Hamilton with 13. Her highest scoring game of the playoffs so far. Salute Jack City. Glad you made it home, my friend. Brianna Stewart with 14 points and 5 assists. She's taking some ill-advised shots in that second quarter. But she's 5 for 13. Jonquel Jones with 4 points and 4 rebounds. And she does have 2 fouls as well. Leonie Fibich hasn't scored yet, but does have 5 rebounds and 2 assists. Sabrina Ionescu had a great first quarter. She's up to 14 first quarter. She didn't really score in that second. She's up to 14 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists on 2 of 4 made from 3. Kayla Thornton hit a 3. Niara Sabally made 1 out of 2 free throws. Vandersloot came in, got a rebound and a turnover. So let's take a look at the team stats. So team stats, field goal percentage wise, both teams shooting around 50%. Both teams shooting around 50%. Lynx shooting 50 exactly. Liberty shooting 51.4. 3-point percentage wise, Liberty, the Lynx shooting 45.5%. The Liberty shooting 50%. Free throws, New York's up to 5 for 6. Minnesota is 2 for 2. Rebounding, the Liberty are winning the rebounding battle 19-12. The assist battle, they're losing, the Liberty are 13-12. The steals battle, Liberty have 6 to Minnesota's 2. The blocks battle, New York has 1, Minnesota has 0. Total turnovers, Minnesota has 10, New York has 9. The Liberty have scored 14 points off of those 10 turnovers Minnesota had. Minnesota has scored 6 points off of the Liberty's 9 turnovers. Fast break points to Liberty with 10 compared to 9 for Minnesota. Points in the paint, Minnesota's actually winning that battle 20-14. Both teams have 5 fouls apiece. Largest lead of the game is New York. They had a 17-point lead at one point. It's back at 10. Minnesota hasn't led in this game so far. So that is the box score and the team stats. Box score and the team stats. We're going to take a look at some news that was released fairly recently in regards to the WNBA. If I could, there we go. Press release. Cool. Let's copy that. I'm going to get this up for us right quick. In the meantime, let's take a look at the bracket here. So this is the playoff bracket, how these teams have reached where they are. Liberty beat the Dream and Vegas to get to the finals. Minnesota beat Phoenix and Connecticut to get here to the finals. NBA, salute. So let me pull up this article right quick. There we go. All right, cool. So this is from the WNBA website. Hopefully you guys can see it. It says first round of WNBA playoffs presented by Google moves to a 1-1-1 configuration. So if you've watched the playoffs this year, the first round was a best of 3 series. The first 2 games were at the higher seeds arena. And if it went to a third game, it went to the lower seeds arena. As you just saw from that playoff bracket, none of the lower seeds stole a game. So all the higher seeds won the first 2 games of the series. So right before game 1 of the finals, the commissioner had a press conference, and that's what she announced starting next season. Also, she announced that the finals that we're in right now, the WNBA Finals, which is currently best of 5, will be moving to a best of 7 series. So there'll be 7 games in the finals, 7 games max in the finals instead of 5. So it'll be 2 at the higher seeds arena, 2 at the lower seeds arena, and then 1-1-1. So back to the high seed, back to the low seed, and game 7 would end at the higher seeds arena. So that's one of the changes that's going to be instituted starting in 2025. Also, in addition, if you can see right here, The regular season schedule will increase to 44 games per team starting in 2025 when the Golden State Valkyries are introduced to the league as the 13th franchise. Teams have played 40 regular season games in each of the last 2 seasons, so the amount of games has only been at 40 for the past 2 seasons, 2023 and this season. Before that, it was 36 games. So now, in the span of about 3 years, we've moved from 36 games to 44 games. So that's more games. Of course, they have to add games so that because they're adding a new team and that team needs to play games as well, and they want all the teams to at least play each other twice. So a good institution there, and I'm assuming in the seasons following, with 2 more teams being added in Portland and Toronto, that number will probably get pushed up to around 50 games. But they have to do the whole collective bargaining agreement and all that. But I'm assuming by next year, when those 2 teams are coming in, we'll be at the 50 game mark. My thoughts on the best of 3 series. I get it. I understand why. I know there was a lot of complaints that it's not fair that the lower seeded team doesn't get a game in the first round. But in my personal opinion, if you're gonna keep it best of 3, I thought the 2-1 format worked because that gives the higher seed true home court advantage. You get your first 2 games at home. If you slip up, then the home court advantage switches to the away seat. I know private flights have been instituted so you can fly wherever, but also when it comes to since the playoffs don't institute conferences or consider conferences, let's say for instance, LA plays New York in the first round, then you're flying coast to coast for a 3-game series. I mean, I know some people are like, it is what it is, but I feel that's sort of unnecessary. But we'll see how it goes next year. We'll see how that goes. Tudo says, like the lineup change we did for game 2 by New York. Bigger is better. Yeah, Vandersloot getting limited minutes. Kayla Thornton and Niara Sabli getting a lot of those bench minutes so far. Vandersloot, we'll see how much we see her continuing in this game. I think that she'll only come in according to the broadcast when Natisha Heidemann comes in. So we'll see how that works out. But in terms of these new rules for next season, I like the best of 7 in the finals. I have no problem with that. I like the expanding of more games, 44 games in the season. I have no problem with that. Just that best of 3. I have some issues with, but we'll see how it works out. I think as the more teams get introduced and more eyes get on the game, they'll probably move that first round to best of 5 eventually. But as of now, as we saw those first round series, it doesn't take 5 games to know who's the better team or who's the better team or the best team in that series. You know, so I think it's sort of necessary to do that 1-1-1, especially when we don't have East and West conferences in the WNBA for the playoffs. Because some teams, it could be, let's say, New York and Connecticut play in the first round, which is highly unlikely due to Connecticut being pretty decent. But that's an easier trip going from New York to Connecticut than, let's say, Atlanta has to fly to Seattle for a first round matchup or something like that. So that is my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on the new playoff formats that have been introduced and the new regular season formats that have been introduced. So we'll see how it all pans out. We're still at halftime. If you're just joining, salute to everybody who's been on the stream. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new here. Liberty up 10 points. They were up as many as 17, but they keep the lead here. They've had the lead, the whole game. They have to come out in this third quarter with another gear. They have to turn it up another notch. We'll see if the refs continue to let them play, or the refs are going to try and tone it down a bit, because it was really physical in that first half on both ends of the floor. Liberty just need to continue to move the ball, take smart shots, and continue to play solid defense on these Minnesota 3-point shooters. If Nafis is gonna hit turnaround fallaways all game, then okay, but you can't let Bridget Carlton and Kayla McBride and Courtney Williams start to get going, because then you'll be in for another long night. Alrighty, so let me get things ready for the third. Let me reset this. 0 and third quarter. All right, they're still at halftime. They don't have a timer. I'm trying to see. It looks like it says 4 minutes in the in-game arena clock for how much time is left. They're showing Nafisa's highlights in this quarter. It's been sort of the same move. She's dribbling into the paint and hitting the team with that one leg fall away. Her wingspan so long you can't really contest her, and she has a nice soft touch around the basket. All right, so I think after this commercial break, they will be back to live action. I think that says 3 minutes 52 seconds. All right, guys, give me a second. I'll be right back. Gotta take a quick break, so I'll be right back. All right, y'all. I am back. Thanks for holding. Appreciate y'all. Maddox said if the Liberty win today, they have to win one at Minnesota to have a chance in New York for Game 5. Yeah, we just got to take it one game at a time, though. Got to worry about this one. Can't start thinking ahead, because that's what happened. That's what happened last game will happen again. JP said before the last game, I would have looked at the score and said it's over. Yeah. Yes, I would have. I wouldn't have. I've watched the Liberty too many times to see them blow leads. So I wouldn't have thought they would, with 5 minutes left, they would have blown it. But looking at this score now, a 10-point lead at the third quarter, that's nothing, especially with a team like Minnesota. 10-point lead is nothing. In that last in one of the quarters, the Liberty went on a 10-0 run in 2 minutes. And I know Minnesota could definitely do that as well. Liz said the Ravens win, need Liberty win too. Oh, the Ravens ended up. Who did they play? They played. Who did the Ravens play? Washington. The Commanders. All right, so we got about 56 seconds according to the in-game clock before this quarter restarts. Minnesota players are already on the court. I didn't see the Liberty. They may be still just chatting it up. They're showing some highlights of Sabrina and Brianna. Because as you know, they were the talk of last game, not having a good shooting game. And now they're playing really well off of each other so far in this one. They're talking to Sandy Brondello. Let's see what she got to say. It sounds very loud in there. She's on the in-game talk, and it's super loud. She could barely hear what they're asking. Ball in play here with the Liberty to start this third quarter. Liberty up 10, 49-39. Sabrina with the ball. Sabrina comes up, doesn't get the screen, gets it over to Leo. Leo down to Jonquel. Rotation comes over, ball gets deflected and out of bounds. They're trying to get the ball to Jonquel. They converged on her. So Liberty would get the ball with 10 seconds to go. He gets it to Jonquel in the corner. Jonquel throws it over to Leo. Leo with 5 on the clock. Leonie Phoebus drives, goes up, hands it off to Jonquel. Jonquel goes up and scores. Great pass from Leo to Jonquel, who gets the first basket of this third quarter. It's 51-39. Ball over to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams with the ball. It comes off the screen. Courtney Williams gets fouled by Leonie. Leonie Phoebus fouls Alana Smith trying to fight over the screen. That's her second foul of the game. Oh, I think that basket will not count. When they go review it, she didn't get the shot off in time, so the Liberty will lose points on that basket. Alana Smith goes up, right hand layup is good. So right now it's a 10-point game, but it will be 8 when they go review that. Sabrina over to Stewie. Stewie to JJ, over to Benijah in the corner. Benijah comes off the screen. Benijah drives into the paint, stops, reverse pivot, fall away jump shot, bounces around, and good. So New York, that was their first field goal in over 4 minutes of game time. I think they hit some free throws, but they haven't actually scored a field goal. Bridget Carlton pulls up a 3, fight for the rebound. Stewie comes and gets it. Brianna Stewart brings it across half court. Gets to, Sabrina wasn't expecting the pass. It's a turnover. Courtney Williams bounce pass to Alana Smith, and she loses it, and it goes out of bounds. All right, ball in play with the Liberties. Stewie with the ball at the 3-point line. Over to Sabrina for 3. That's off. Bridget Carlton with the rebound. Courtney Williams, right side of the floor. Courtney Williams, double crossover on Stewie. Bounce pass to Alana Smith, and that's another layup. Alana Smith with 2 layups here. Lainey Hamilton with the ball. Lainey Hamilton comes off the screen, drives into the paint. They leave her open, and she gets the left-hand layup. So Benijah Lainey Hamilton scores 4 points in this quarter. The Liberty are probably only going to be up 10 because that shot by Jonquel Jones is probably going to be reviewed and disallowed. So technically the score is probably going to be 43-53 when we come back from this timeout by the Minnesota Lynx. The Liberty have to continue to get back in transition defense. Alana Smith is just outrunning. I know Jonquel doesn't have the speed to keep up with her, but she's just outrunning players and getting layups at the basket. Courtney Williams finding her in transition. Salute to everybody who's tuned in. We're at a timeout by the Minnesota Lynx. Liberty have outscored the Lynx 6-4 right now. Once we come back from broadcast, I'm assuming they'll take those points off the board. I'm still in commercial right now. Still in commercial. Liberty slacking a little bit on the defensive end. They have taken a couple ill-advised shots as well so far. But they've still managed to. But Nigel Hamilton has managed to get some buckets for the Liberty. Dang, they're giving every commercial they got here. Giving every commercial they got here, y'all. Okay, I think we should be coming back now, and we are, finally. Did they take the points off yet? I'm waiting to see if they take the points off. They're showing some junior WNBA footage here. A couple Liberty players went out to an event. Let's see what happens here. They're showing Nigel Hamilton highlights so far from this quarter. Did they take the points off? Yes, they did. So they did remove the points, so it's 53-43. After that, Jonquel Jones' shot at the buzzer was ruled not in time. Courtney Williams to the basket, gets blocked by Stewie, and the Liberty do not secure the rebound. Courtney Williams gets her own rebound off the missed layup. Alana Smith with the ball over to Bridget Carlton. Bridget Carlton on the drive, gets it out to Nafisa. Over to Courtney. Courtney crossover, pulls up for the jump shot, and makes them pay. They're going to review it. They're saying it's a long two. That's what happens when you don't get offensive rebounds against this team. They make you pay. Breanna Stewart with the ball. Over to Sabrina. Sabrina drives by Nafisa. Benija with the cut to the basket. One leg fall away. Tries to go glass. Too strong. And rebound to Minnesota. They're on the run here. Courtney Williams gets to the mid-range and knocks it down. Nobody picks her up. Timeout, Sandy Brondello. So it's 53-47. Courtney Williams hits the last two baskets here. Sandy Brondello calls an immediate timeout. Yeah, her toe was on the line, so that's going to be a 2. And then nobody picks her up in transition. She walks right into a foul line jump shot. That's her wheelhouse, and she knocks it down. So she had 7 in the whole first half. She's already up to 4 points about 3 minutes into this third quarter. It's 53-47. What do I have here? Oh, I didn't add the score for the Lynx. My bad. 53-47. Yeah, her toe's on the line, so that's gonna stay as a 2. Thank you, JP. So it's 53-47. It's gonna be Liberty ball. They called a timeout after those last 2 baskets. All right, so the Liberty will have the ball. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. Have to take smarter shots. So Liberty to inbound, Breanna Stewart to inbound here to Sabrina Ionescu. Let me run my clock down. 6:54 to go here in this third quarter. It's an 8-4. Minnesota have outscored the Liberty so far. Breanna Stewart with the ball, guarded by Nafisa. Over to Sabrina. Sabrina drives, handoff to Benijah. Benijah drives to the basket, dribbles back out. They get Leo on the cut. Leo down to Jonquel. They bring a double out to Benijah. Benijah wide open for three. Sets, fires, short. That was a good look. Just couldn't knock it down. Courtney Williams dribbling into the paint. Gets it to Alana Smith. Over to Nafisa. Handoff to Bridget. Bridget comes off the screen. Bridget tries to drives into the paint, throws it up, and wild shot is missed. Rebound to Stewie. Over to Sabrina. Sabrina down to Leo. Down to Jonquel. Jonquel goes up and scores the layup. So we turn defense into offense there, and the Liberty go back up by 8, 55-47. He called a foul on Benijah Laney Hamilton on Bridget Carlton. So it'll be Minnesota ball, sideline, out of bounds. On ball inbound to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams rejects the screen. Over to Alana Smith. Over to McBride. McBride, no hesitation. Three, misses. Rebound to Jonquel Jones. Ball with Sabrina, left side of the floor. Sabrina comes up the court, looking for Stewie, but gets it to Jonquel at the three-point line. Move the ball. Jonquel over to Leo. Leo comes off the screen. Leo into the paint. Out to Sabrina. Over to Benijah. Pump fakes in the corner, steps into her baseline jump shot. Short. Nobody under the basket. Alana Smith gets the rebound. Courtney Williams with the ball. Courtney Williams comes off a stagger screen. She tries to shoot the three, doesn't shoot it. Gets it to Alana Smith. Alana tries to entry to Nafisa. Stewie with the reach and the steals. Stewie to the basket, throws it up to Jonquel. Jonquel brings the ball down and turns it over. Courtney Williams on the attack on Leone. They're trying to get the ball to Alana Smith. Over to Bridget Carlton. And that's a foul on Nafisa Collier. She did something to Leo's arm there. Leone Fever's shaking up a bit. 13th turnover by Minnesota. Oh, she took an elbow to the throat area. So ball in play here with New York. It's 55-47. Sabrina with the ball. Gets it to Stewie. Stewie looks to attack Nafisa, and they call a blocking foul on Nafisa. So that's 3 on Nafisa. 3 fouls on Nafisa. New York sideline out of bounds. So Liberty ball sideline out of bounds here. Benijah Laney Hamilton over to Stewie. Stewie with the ball, guarded by McBride. Over to Sabrina. Oh, bad pass. Nafisa gets her hands in there. Goes up for the layup and scores. 55-49. Ball to Benijah Laney Hamilton. They bring the double. Somebody's open. Benijah tries to go cross court. Turn Alana Smith with the steal. 14 turnovers by New York here. Heidemann over to Alana Smith. Alana Smith down to Nafisa, gets fouled by Stewie. Tudo JJ's never going to learn that. The ball, she doesn't know how to keep the ball high. Catch the ball and just go up. But she always has to bring it down, and then when they start reaching in, it's a turnover. 4:17 to go. I'm going to just run my clock. I keep stopping it, I guess, too short. Ball in play with Minnesota. Over to Nafisa. Nafisa handoff to McBride, and they call a foul on Kayla Thornton. Or trying to run through a screen. So now they're starting to call it a little tighter. So Minnesota to inbound again. They get it to Alana Smith. Kayla McBride on the drive, throws up the floater. Too strong. Nafisa offensive rebound, goes up and scores. 4-point game, 55-51. Minnesota just slowly working up the court, working down the deficit. Jonquel to the paint, rolls, and scores. Sorry, I think I changed. It's 57-51, 6-point game. Over to McBride. McBride plays behind the screen. Over to Heidemann. Vandersloot has checked in for Benigelaine Hamilton. Ball over to McBride. McBride to a cutting Fee. Fee picks it up, throws it up, bounces around. Jonquel with the rebound. And they call a jump ball. So jump ball between Nafisa and Jonquel Jones. So jump ball between Nafisa and Jonquel, and they call a lane violation by Minnesota, so it goes to New York anyway. So it is New York ball, 57-51. It didn't look like a foul on that look, unbiasedly, and they call a foul there on Nafisa, so that's 4 on Nafisa. That's the same call Nafisa just got on Kayla Thornton. They're being consistent on that. That's not a now the whistle. So yeah, the whistles are just going crazy now, y'all. Like after that first half, I don't know if the refs went back and was like, we got to call everything. We got to tighten this game up because they're calling everything on both ends. Breanna Stewart tries to drive, almost loses it. Picks up her dribble, 10 to go. Over to Sabrina. Sabrina down to JJ. JJ turnaround, fall away, jump shot from the foul line. Vandersloot tries to get the rebound. Hines Allen secures it. 3 minutes to go here. Hines Allen with the ball. Over to McBride. McBride comes off the stagger screen. Over to Alana Smith. No hesitation. 3. Way off. Stewie with the rebound. Stewie over to JJ. JJ with the ball. JJ goes behind the back. JJ dribbling, backs down Alana Smith, turns around, over to Kayla Thornton. Breanna Stewart calling for a screen. 8 seconds to go. Stewie looks to attack. Over to Jonquel. Jonquel pump fakes, drives to the basket, goes up, hangs. She misses the layup. And the Minnesota gets the rebound. McBride over to Heidemann. Heidemann over to Alana Smith. Alana Smith, handoff to McBride. Kayla Thornton, don't reach. Kayla Thornton out to Hines Allen, down to Alana Smith, and they call a foul on Vandersloot on the entry pass. So Minnesota, in the bonus, they should be shooting free throws. So Alana Smith at the free throw line for 2 free throws. It feels like this game is sort of hanging in the balance here. Both teams playing really aggressive. Fouls are being called on both ends. Alana Smith first free throw is up and bounces in. So Xander Lassini is checked into this game for the Minnesota Lynx. Alana Smith second free throw is good. So it's 57-53. 2 minutes to go here. Vandersloot, handoff to Stewie. She goes to the basket, throws up a wild shot. It's these shots that are so dumb. Heidemann with the ball. Heidemann looks to attack. Gets it over to Carlton. Down to Alana Smith. Alana Smith with the ball. Gives it to Heidemann. Heidemann guarded by Stewie. Crossover. She tries to go baseline. And nobody there in the corner. It's a turnover. Sabrina with the steal. Sabrina over to Vandersloot. Vandersloot passed the ball. Vandersloot down to Stewie. And they call a foul before the basket. So that's the first foul in the final 2 minutes on the Wolves. The next foul on them will result in free throws. Ball into Sabrina. Back out to Sloot. Sloot with the drive on the right-hand side. Finds the cutting Stewie, and they call another foul here. So now Breanna Stewart will go to the line for free throws. Sabrina and Stewie haven't scored in this third quarter. So we'll see what they can do here. Stewie at the line for free throws. She had 7 in the first, 7 in the second, and she hits this one in the third. So it's 58-53. And she buries the second free throw. So it's 59-53, ball in bounds with Minnesota. Hines Allen over. Dorka Yuha's getting some minutes in this game. Hand off to Bridget Carlton. Bridget Carlton picks up her dribble out to Dorka. Back to Bridget. Bridget with the ball. Bridget crossover. Tries to get into the paint. Picks up her dribble. Hand off to Dorka. Gets blocked. Breanna Stewart with the block. Vandersloot on the drive baseline. Gets it to Stewie. Stewie, corner three. Oh! Breanna Stewart hits the corner three. Good defense to offense there for New York. It's 61-53. I will say Minnesota starters are resting right now. Kayla Thornton fighting for the ball, and she gets it to Bridget Carlton with 7 on the clock. Bridget Carlton pulls for 3. Air ball. Rebound to Sloot. Let's see if the Liberty can score here. Keep it running. Vandersloot with the ball. Vandersloot dribbling through traffic. Over to Stewie. Come on, move the ball, Stewie. Don't. She has Bridget Carlton on her. She backs up to half court. Playing crossover. Stewart on the attack. Over to Niara. Niara pump fakes. Over Kayla Thornton for 3 in the corner. Short. Carlton with the rebound. 7 seconds to go. 6, 5, 4, 3. Hines Allen throws it up. And that's how the quarter ends. So at the end of the quarter, New York fight back a little bit, and they push the lead up to 8. 61-53. Jeez. That was just a wild quarter, y'all. Wild quarter. 61. Oh, I have the wrong score. 61-53. He said ref's still not gonna save him. Okay. Jack City, what do you think is the reason Liberty can't seem to keep large leads? I don't know. They start taking their foot off the gas. I honestly don't know. It's like they don't want to blow teams out. They don't want to blow teams out. They're not a good drive. They don't have anybody like a Courtney Williams who can consistently create mismatches and drive to the basket. Sabrina needs a bunch of screens to get to the basket. Stewie guarded by Nafisa. Jonquel, she's too slow to do it. But Nigel Laney gives you glimpses of that, but as you can see, she's not giving you consistently due to the knee. Who else they got? Vandersloot. Vandersloot, she's old. She can't really do it. So that's why I thought they drafted Marquisha Davis to come in and give them that downhill attack. And like Pac-Man said, the other team is good too. They're a solid. That's why they're the 2 seed. It wasn't like they're an 8th seed. They're the 2 seed. Solid defensively. They have the defensive player of the year. They play on a string together. They're well coached. So that's really what it boils down to. Sabrina hasn't scored in a while. I don't think she scored since like the first quarter. I think she had 14 in the first quarter or 12 in the first quarter. She's only scored 2 points since. So Minnesota has adjusted, or Sabrina has not been as aggressive as she was. Tudo says, who do you want to see New York add in the offseason to fix that problem? We have to see who's available because we have this expansion draft. Who knows who's going to be acquired and whatnot. But that's why I wanted somebody like a Natasha Cloud when she was a free agent, because she can hit a 3 once in a while, but she was always able to get downhill while still controlling the ball. That would free up Sabrina to do more shooting guard activities. But unfortunately, we weren't able to get Natasha, and she went to Phoenix. But it was a player like that I would want. But who's on the market now? It's tough to say. Liz said JJ gets frustrated and it's no good. Yeah, she gets frustrated easily, and she does things that they teach you in grade school not to do. They tell you don't. If you're a tall player, you keep the ball high. She always has to bring the ball down below her waist, where all the players 6 foot and under can just reach at the ball, and then it results in a turnover. So, um, I think she's probably set in her ways at this point. So we're just gonna have to live with that, unfortunately. I know she probably tries to bring it down to try and generate enough power to gather. Excuse me, but they know these teams are well coached. They know your MO. They know you bring the ball down. So as soon as you get the ball, they're all converging and stripping down at the ball. But doesn't seem like she learns her lesson. All right, so it looks like the fourth quarter is about to start back now. Liberty are holding on to a slim lead. That three by Stewie was changed to a two, which is why the lead went I had 62 up at the moment at that point. And went down. 18,040 people there at Barclays tonight. Tied, I think it says tied for Liberty record attendance, or the most Liberty attendance. So salute for the people who are out there supporting. Fourth quarter has started with Minnesota. Courtney Williams comes off the screen. Swing pass to Natisha Heidemann. She does. Step back over to Courtney. Courtney tries to drive. Gets to her mid-range and scores. Courtney Williams with the mid-range jump shot. That is her wheelhouse. Her dad, they show her dad on the screen. Her dad supporting her. 13 points for Courtney. 7 assists, 4 rebounds. Niara Sabally back to Sabrina. Sabrina almost gets the ball stripped, tries to come off the screen, and they call a foul on Kayla McBride. Yakini said Lynx by 2. I hope not. Courtney Williams playing with a smile on her face. Balling, trying to get the ball inbound, and they get it into Sabrina. Luckily, that was a close call there. Sabrina with the ball over to Stewie. Stewie down to John Quell. John Quell in the post against Alana Smith. They send a late double. John Quell, cross-court pass. Benija drives. Benija fall away jump shot. Gets it off in time. Maybe they're going to review it. She may have not gotten that off in time, but they counted 2 for now. It's 55-63 here. They're going to review that. That was another late attempt. Nafisa with the ball. Nafisa spin move. They bring a late double over to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams back to Nafisa. Nafisa drives, foul by Sabrina. Or they call it travel? Oh, Nafisa traveled at the 3-point line. So she turns it over. 3, 2. I don't think she got this off in time. Ooh, that's tough. That's close. I don't think she did, though. Vandersloot with the ball. Vandersloot over to John Quell. John Quell on the drive. Out to Vandersloot. Wide open for 3. Can she hit it? Yay! Vandersloot knocks down the wide open right wing 3. And it's 66-55. Let's see if the Liberty can run through the tape. Heidemann with the ball. They leave her open for 3. And they call a foul on Vandersloot. And they're going to review it. Oh, it's stupidness like that. Vandersloot fouls Heidemann, gets into her landing space on the 3-point attempt. So they're going to review it to see if it was a flagrant. Reckless, they call it a reckless closeout. Vandersloot, oh, God. They may call this a reckless closeout, so they may get 3 shots and the ball. So Liberty guards and fouling 3-point shooters. It's so dumb, bro. It is like you're not gonna block it. You know you're not gonna block it. You're 5'8". She's already up in the jump shot. You're not gonna block it. So I never understand. Same thing with Sabrina running out to try and block Courtney Williams. You're not gonna block it. So just stun at her, raise your hand up, and if she hits it, she hits it. If not, then you try and get the rebound. So this might go against the Liberty here. She may be shooting 3 free throws and they get possession. So unless they say that she's extending her left leg, which I don't think she really is. I think that's her natural shooting motion. I mean, yeah, JP, it's dangerous for the shooter. You wouldn't like it if it was done to you, but I understand you're in the middle. Yeah, they call it a reckless closeout. Yep. They called it a reckless closeout, 3 free throws plus the ball. So Vandersloot potentially giving her three-pointer she just made, giving it right back. Yeah, Vandersloot like 36, 35, 36, Yakini. So Heidemann will go to the line for 3 free throws, and Minnesota will get possession after that as well. So this could be potentially a 6-point swing if they hit all 3 free throws and hit a 3. So we're waiting for the free throws to be taken now. 66-55 at the moment. So New York up by 11 here. But we know, as we saw last game, no lead is safe. Heidemann first free throw. She misses. Okay. So we'll take it. Let's see if she hits these other 2. Second free throw is up. And she buries that one. So it's a 10-point game, 66-56. Let me run the clock down. It's 8:21 to go. Third free throw is up and good. So she hits 2 out of 3. And there is back to a single-digit game. 66-57, 8:21 to go here. Courtney Williams with the ball, guarded by Benajelani Hamilton, coming off the screen. Pass to Alana Smith. She goes over with the left and misses the left-hand layup. Rebound to Stewie. Stewie over to Benija. Benija with the ball. Benija. Dribble the ball, B. B tries to go attack Courtney Williams. Puts her in the post. Steps back, steps through. Jump shot is up. Jonquel with the rebound. And she does it again. And she does it again. Nafisa Collier forces another jump ball. Gennaro, what's going on? Salute. I didn't even recognize that was you who made that comment. The ref blows the whistle because I guess they were fighting during this jump ball. Jump ball goes up, and Nafisa gets the ball tipped right back to her. They get the ball. 66-57, Nafisa with the ball, over to Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams with the ball, goes behind the back, over to Heidemann. Top of the key, Heidemann. 10 on the shot clock. Heidemann attacks left, goes corner to McBride for 3, and she buries the deep corner 3. 6-point game here. Kayla McBride up to 8 points. Sabrina with the ball. Move the ball. Everybody move. I don't know what happened to Leo. Why Leo's in the game? They got the ball into Breanna Stewart. She gets wrapped up by Natisha Heidemann. Jenner said, hey, y'all with calling 39. Oh, 39 ain't old. I'm 30, so 39 ain't old. I would get, as I say that, Leo is back in the game. So for Vandersloot, Sabrina gets it into Leonie Feebit. She's been on the bench for a bit. Handoff to Breanna Stewart. Breanna Stewart over to Leo. Leo down to Benija with 5 on the clock. Benija dribbles out. Benija, Nicola. Benija, Stewie gets called with an offensive foul on Natisha Heidemann. Benija was right there by the basket, dribbles out to get Stewie in the post. Ball in play here. So it's a 6-point game. Both teams turning the ball over. New York up to 16 now. Minnesota with 15. Courtney Williams with the ball. Looks to attack Stewie. She's dribbling. Courtney Williams drives, gets under the basket, looking for Nafisa. Nafisa turnaround jump shot, and she rattles it in. It's a 4-point game. It's getting to that crunch time again. Sabrina with the ball. Sabrina's been scoreless. Sabrina to Jonquel. Jonquel on the attack against Alana Smith. Spins off her, steps through, gets fouled. So Jonquel Jones will go to the line for free throws. That's Nafisa's shot right there. Genera said they're told to pass the ball to Stewie. They don't know basketball. They can't think for themselves. Yeah. Sometimes I'm just like, you know, you guys are hoopers too. Stewie doesn't have to take all the shots. Benija, 10 feet from the basket with Courtney Williams on her. Post up and shoot your little fall away jump shot from right there. But Jonquel knocks down both free throws. It's 68-62 with 6 minutes to go here. Natisha Heidemann with the ball. Heidemann dribbles up the court. Guarded by Jonquel. I don't know how this happened now. They switch off. Stewie now guarding Heidemann. What are they? They look so confused here on defense. Courtney Williams on the drive. She pulls up for the mid-range jump shot, bounces around, and misses. Liberty get a break there. Sabrina with the ball. She's been scoreless. Sabrina into the paint. Corner to Jonquel. Jonquel, corner three. Air ball. And she's complaining for a foul. Alana Smith running the floor. Nobody looking. Thankfully, they don't pass it to her. Heidemann with the ball, and they call a foul on Sabrina. What's up, Miracle? My heart is doing things again. It's a 6-point game with 5:55 to go. Oh, God. This team, man. This team. Yakini, I hope you're wrong. I hope you're wrong. Sabrina really hasn't scored since like the first quarter. I need to verify that because she hasn't even really been shooting the ball. Let me see if I could quickly pull this up and see before they get back. We're in a timeout right now because I don't understand. Let's see. Can I sort by first quarter box score? I need to. Is it shot charts? I'm trying. No, not shot charts. Box. It has to be box score, right? I'm trying to see. Shot charts. Let's see. Sabrina Ionescu. Yeah, Sabrina took one shot in the third quarter. She hasn't taken any in the fourth. She only took one shot in the second quarter. And she was 5 for 7 in the first. That's interesting. That is very interesting. 68-62 here. 5:55 to go. Liberty had, and I think in that first half, they had a lead as much as 17. And now you see where the lead is at now. They were up by 10 at halftime. They were up. Oh yeah, they were up by 10 at halftime. They were up by like 8 or 7 at the end of the third. Man, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Salute to everybody here on the stream. Liberty trying to hold on again. Thankfully, the game isn't a blowout, so maybe they won't try and run the clock down and actually play some basketball. They're showing largest leads these series. 18 points in the second quarter. They lost by 2 in the last game. They had 17-point lead in the second quarter. Let's see what the result is in this game. Why do they keep replaying this? I don't want to see last game's ending. It's bringing back bad memories. Stewie missing that layup. All right, so let's see here. It should be Minnesota ball, I believe. Yeah, it was a foul by Sabrina on that last possession. Oh, so the Liberty lost points. It's a 4-point game. That Benijah bucket that I was saying that she may not have gotten off in time, she did not get off in time. So it's 66-62. That's 2 buckets by the Liberty that they did not get off in time, and they call a kick ball there on New York. So it's 66-62. Ball in play to Natisha Heidemann. Alana Smith. Down to Nafisa. Nafisa spins around and gets a layup. A 2-point game. 2-point game. New York was in some weird defense there. It was like a Stewie at the top, and they were trying to guard off the paint, and Nafisa still gets a... Jonquel with the ball. Jonquel drives. Attacks Nafisa. Spin move. Jump shot. Misses. Rebound to Nafisa. Why is Jonquel fouling 90 feet from the basket? Not again. So Nafisa with a nice seal on Leonie Fibich. Great pass there. Entry pass. And they get the bucket. So it's a 2-point game here. Alana Smith with the ball. Over to Heidemann. Over to Courtney Williams. Nafisa comes to set the screen. Oh, she clears out. She wants Alana Smith to set the screen. Alana Smith. Jonquel. Oh, Courtney loses the ball. Stolen by Stewie. Stewie with the basketball. 2-point lead. 4:44 to go. Down to Benijah Laney Hamilton. Laney Hamilton spins. No, John steps through and misses the layup. Nobody even... Oh, she strips the ball and they call a foul on the rebound. No, Jonquel just standing at the 3-point line. Nobody cutting to help. Everybody just standing around the 3-point line. That was the 4th team foul by New York there. They don't challenge it. It's 66-64. Minnesota. Yeah, it's like I don't know. Courtney Williams with the ball, guarded by Leonie Fibich. And Stewie gets the steal. And gets it to Leonie Fibich. Liberty with the ball. Whew. Sabrina with the ball. Sabrina's been quiet. Let's see if she could come alive here. Gets it to Stewie. Over to Jonquel. Jonquel needs to get back in the post. Benijah over to Stewie. Stewie on the drive, gets into the paint, switches to the right hand. Jonquel, offensive rebound, putback is good. Jeez. 68-64. Courtney Williams with the ball. Courtney Williams on the attack. Goes up, right hand scoop is good. Too easy. I don't think switching is the best thing. Leonie Fibich has to fight over that. 68-66, but maybe that's how they're being coached. Ball to Sabrina. Sabrina pump fakes. No look to Benijah in the corner for corner 3, and she buries a 3 right in front of the Minnesota bench. Oh, but Nigel Laney Hamilton, huge shot here. 71-66. 20 points for B. Her playoff high in this playoff so far. Heidemann picks up her dribble. Out to Courtney Williams. 10 on the shot clock. Courtney Williams on the attack. Courtney Williams guarded by Stewie. Over to Heidemann. 5 on the clock. Over to Kayla McBride. Wide open for 3. Gets blocked by Sabrina. And gets stripped by Nafisa, but it goes out of bounds. Oh my gosh, y'all. If y'all could feel my heart right now, it's about to pound out my chest. This team doesn't make anything easy, bro. Oh my gosh. 71-66, 2:52 to go. Let me run the clock down a little bit. 2:52 to go. What is happening? Bro. Woosa. Yo. What is really happening right now, y'all? This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Sabrina, 14 points, I think, or 12 points in the first quarter, 2 in the second. Hasn't scored since. Not even taking shots. But Benija Laney Hamilton, 20 points in this game. She's hit some big shots, man. Salute to B fighting through it. We need everything. Yo, jeez. Oh, my heart. I'm over here just holding the touch of my chest right now because my heart is pounding. Oh, my gosh, man. Man, what in other news, like, what is Nafisa and Stewie putting on for Unrivaled, man? What a ad for their league starting this offseason. Both of them playing in the finals, going right into their league. That is what a advertisement here. Oh man. I hope Sandy's coaching them on how to guard these pick and rolls, because you cannot have JJ on that switch trying to guard Courtney Williams coming downhill. So either Leonie Fiebich has to fight over it and JJ has to hedge and recover to Alana Smith, or do something else, because you can't keep guarding it like that. And they need to learn how to set screens on the other end. They're setting screens, but it's not really screening anybody. The defensive player is just still there. So it's a pointless screen. Sabrina, when she's handling the ball, has to force her player into the screen. Oh my gosh, man. This is painful, y'all. This is painful. As a neutral, I could understand you liking this game, but as somebody whose teams are in it, jeez. And JJ doesn't have the foot speed. That's why we fake need Niara to really come along, because Niara will be that centerpiece. Because she has better foot speed than JJ. But she's still a little raw on the offensive end. RC said, Jay, I gotta figure out the rules and regular. Yeah, I still don't know too much of the rules of it either. Ball and play with the Liberty. It's 71-66, 2:47 to go here. Stewie with the ball, top of the key. Comes Stewie. See, Nafisa's fighting over these little fake screens. Leo uses the screen, gets into the paint, turns around, throws it up to Stewie. Stewie goes up, throws up the jump shot, and Buddy, I said Buddy, ref over there by the Lynx bench calls the foul. Say it's a hit on the elbow. Leonie Fiebich not being aggressive when she gets into the paint. She was 5 feet from the basket and just tossed it to Stewie. You gotta take that shot, Leo. We know you're capable. So Stewie at the line for free throw. Number 1 is cashed in. Second free throw is up, and Stewie misses the second free throw just like she did the other night. 66-72. Natisha Heidemann with the ball, drives into the paint, out to McBride. McBride, jab step, gets around, tries to drive on Jonquel, steps into the paint, throws it out to Carlton, over to Courtney Williams, crossover, goes behind the back, jump shot is too strong, Sabrina gets the rebound. Sandy Brondello waving her arms saying, let's go. Hit Benijah. There you go. Benijah with the ball. Benijah fakes the handoff over to Jonquel, over to Stewie. Stewie, attack her, please. Now she switches Nafisa back onto her, but they get to switch to JJ. JJ in the post, over to Leo. Leo, corner three. Oh, too strong. And Courtney Williams with the rebound. Courtney Williams driving. Slows it down. Liberty get back on defense. Crossovers. Courtney Williams. Sabrina fighting over the screens. Oh, Courtney Williams dribbles it off her foot. Leo tracks it down. Leo with the ball. They have a 3-on-1. Leonie Fibich for three. Oh, Leonie Fibich finally knocks down the three. She had a 3-on-1 and decided to settle for the three and cashes it in. Leonie Fibich just missed a wide open one in the corner. This time she gets to picks up the loose ball. Had Stewie and Sab. Says, know what? This is my time. Pulls, cash me out. Leonie Fibich. A 7-0 run by New York in the last 2 minutes. Sabrina came up big on the defensive end. Forced her and Sabrina, and Stewie, I should say, forced Courtney Williams to dribble it off her toe. Leonie Fibich picks up the ball, looks around, sets her feet, tests the win, cashes out. Woo. Look at Sabrina moving her feet. Wow, Leonie Fibich, that was a ballsy shot there. Leonie, I think that's her first basket of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Leonie Fibich, that was her first basket. Wow. She only taken 3 shots today, 1 for 3. They have been all threes. Janera says they have to focus on defense. Yeah, they definitely do. Tudo says we need this run. Got too close. My blood pressure. Yo, bro. Listen, the game not over. It's still not over. Until this clock says 0, 0, 0, I don't have no faith. See, I think New York just likes to play close games. I don't know what it is. Like, I think if they get up too, I think they figured we got up too big last time. Let's keep it close. I really don't know what the mindset is. But it looks like they're trying to run through the tape here. Kimo says it's over. I don't think it's over. I mean, it probably is, but I got no faith, man. I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. Ball into Heidemann. Heidemann wide open for 3, and she misses. Ball gets tipped. Nafisa tips it up. Stewie gets the rebound, dribbling on the floor, and Stewie tries to pass. It gets deflected. Courtney Williams, God, no, please. And she misses the 3. Fight for the rebound, and Jonquel gets it. And Sandy Brondello calls a timeout. Oh, my days. Lynx got 3 attempts at 3-point shots. Liberty could not secure the rebound. But Sandy Brondello, after Jonquel gets the rebound, calls a timeout. Stewie trying to pass the ball from her legs. It gets deflected by Nafisa. Heidemann over to Courtney Williams for 3. My heart dropped. Bridget Carlton almost gets the rebound, but then Jonquel gets it. Oh my goodness, bro. This team, bro. This team. It's 1:15 to go, y'all. 1:15. 1:15 to go. It's like simple stuff. It's like they start panicking. Like, Stewie, you've been in a bunch of finals games. I know, Jonquel, you've been in 2 finals appearances. Oh, everybody on that's on the court right now, besides Leo, but Leo played overseas in like big games. But everybody's been in the finals before, so I don't understand like the panic. Like, you've been here. And you're at home. So what happens when you go to Minnesota and the crowd's not on your side? Like, what do you do then? Oh, I'm all over the place. Fourth quarter, y'all. Ball to be in play here. Sabrina gets it into Stewie. Over to Sabrina. Sabrina has not even like really taken a shot. Gets it over to Stewie. Look at the basket. Gets it to Sabrina. Sabrina comes off the screen. Sabrina tries to drives into traffic. 10 on the shot clock. Finds a cutting Stewie. Goes up. Jump shot. Rattles out. Gets her own rebound. Putback is good. 77-66. Double-digit lead here. Under a minute to go. And ball gets deflected by Sabrina out of bounds. Brianna Stewart with 21 points. 8 rebounds. Oh, my gosh. Lynx to inbound here. Shoot, I might watch the rest of the finals from home if they're going to win. Natisha Heidemann over to Nafisa Collier. Back to Natisha. Natisha on the quick attack. Gets to her left. Misses the left-hand layup. Rebound. And Nafisa gets the rebound but goes out of bounds. (77-66), 43 seconds left. Nafisa got the rebound, but like fell out of bounds. So it was a turnover. Ball at play. Sabrina with the ball. Sandy calls a timeout because Sabrina dribbled herself right into trouble in the corner. Sandy smartly calls a timeout here. Janera says Liberty has been the greatest runner-up of all time. Yep. Yes, we have. 5 finals. And we've lost all 5. Oh, my goodness, bro. 41 seconds to go, y'all. 41 seconds to go. It's a double-digit lead, 77-66. Man, this team never makes it easy, huh? Never makes it easy. Until that clock says 0, I'm not saying anything. I'm sitting back a little bit, but I'm still on my toes. 9th, Stewie just got her 9th 20-point career game in finals, second most all time. Maya Moore has 10. Second most all time. So Liberty to inbound, Sabrina to inbound. They're clearing the court off. Sabrina to inbound right in front of the Liberty bench here. They only have a reset timeout left. So they need to get this ball in bounds. Sabrina gets it into Stewie. Stewie picks it up. Stewie just gets it to Sabrina. And they call a foul. I think they intentionally fouled to stop the clock. So Sabrina Ionescu going to the line for her first point since the second quarter, I believe. See, the thing is, Sabrina isn't a PG at all under pressure, but you can't have Vandersloot out there. You can't have both her and Vandersloot. So that's the issue you run into. Sabrina first free throw is up and too strong. I seen somebody say this could be our last dance with this lineup too. We got to win it all now or never. Yeah, you're right. And Sabrina has only taken 1 shot attempt in this second half. She buries the second free throw. It's 78-66. The Lynx call off the dogs. They bring the bench in. Olivia Pupa, Dorka Juhas, Hines Allen, Diamond Miller, Xander Lassini. Diamond Miller looks to attack. Diamond Miller gets downhill, throws it to Hines Allen. Hines Allen to Xander Lassini and John Quell with the steal. John Quell going coast to coast, goes up, layup is good, and that should... Now I can Exhale. Hail. 10 seconds to go in this game. No play, Janera. No play. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the Liberty. Woo-wee, people. The Liberty never make things easy. They take game 2 to even up this series at 1 game apiece. Jeez. 1-1. 80-66. Let me see if I see who was sitting in my seat. I was over here looking. You and me, I just seen your comment. They still have time. Jeez, so they answer in that fourth quarter when we thought the game was about to get repeat of the last game. When they finished on like a nice run there, they gave up only 2 points to Minnesota down the stretch here. Stewie with 7 steals, a WNBA Finals record. So salute to Breanna Stewart. We can't give up those open shots in Minnesota because they'll be at home. Salute Benija. Whew. One. Man, give Benija whatever she need in that need to keep her going. Oh man. Oh man. Pac-Man says congrats, salute. Bernie says finally we won. Congratulations, New York Liberty. Jeez. Janera, Liberty need to stop playing so sloppy. It's the New York way, grimy. And it's not even intentional. That's just how they play. Liz says give the game. Oh snap. Liz says give the game ball to Laney. Con Landing says the Lynx are thinking after this game we got one on the road. Yeah, exactly. So they did what they were supposed to do, steal one on the road, and now they have 2 opportunities to win the championship on their home floor. Janera asks, why am I not there? I sold my tickets today. I had to work early this morning. Mom wasn't even gonna be around. That's my Liberty game partner. So I sold my tickets and said I'm gonna just stream it. Got a nice little profit on the tickets. Nothing crazy. I didn't try to hit nobody over the head. But they're good seats though. So I mean you gotta pay to play. If it goes to a game 5, which I hope it doesn't. I hope the Liberty beat Minnesota twice at home, which is highly unlikely. But if there's a game 5, I'll be there. I will be there. Let's take a look at the box score before I let you guys go. Oh my goodness. Breanna Stewart has her baby with her, and she's Holly Rose talking to her. The crowd is loud. I'm glad they were able to see a win. Gino is there. Gino REM is there. He got a number of Nafisa and Stewie, a few of his top players in there. I saw Azare Stevens last game. I saw Satu last game. I saw Lindsay Whalen last game. Who else did I see? I saw a couple other players last game as well. So it was good to see the support. Shakira Austin was there as well. So it was cool to see. But let's look at the box score. Liberty outscored Minnesota 19-13 in that fourth quarter to secure the win. Bridget Carlton, 8 points. Alana Smith with 14. Nafisa with 16. Courtney Williams with 15. McBride only with 8. Fat Joe in the building taking a picture with Sabrina. They dap each other up. Hines Allen their bench only got 5 points, which is from Heidemann. Benija Laney, big 20 points, 4 for 6 from 3, 21 from Stewie, 14 from John Quell, 3 from Leo was a big 3, and Sabrina with 15. Kayla Thornton with 3, Vandersloot with 3, Niara with 1. Liberty shoot 45% from 3, 47% from the field. The turnovers were heavy, 16 for New York, 20 for Minnesota. Minnesota shot 30% from 3, so their 3-ball failed them in this game. All right, y'all. The series is tied at 1 game apiece. Liz, salute. Appreciate you tuning in as always. All right, y'all. Game 3 will be in Minnesota. Pull it up for you on Wednesday, October 16th, 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. They haven't updated the standings yet, but it's at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. on Wednesday, Game 3. So be on the lookout for that. I will be streaming. I'll be on 7:50 p.m. Eastern in the lead up to the game. But yeah, well, I'll see you guys then. All right, every Liberty fans, we can breathe. Salute Ellie. Ellie, thanks for the support, girl. Got my Ellie bobblehead. I might have to keep her here every game that I stream because we got the win last time and we got it again this time. All right, Liberty get the win, 80-66. That is it from me, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, whatever you have planned. I'll probably go watch my Giants get smacked by the Bengals. I think they play tonight in the football, so we'll see what happens. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Salute.